Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I just really wanted to hold this press conference today in light of some of the things that have been happening with the team, and I just want to come out and say I've been very proud of my team. 4 wins in a row now. Started from 2-4 now at 6-4 in a playoff spot, and quite secure in a playoff spot. Now I'm only second in points that I've scored, only behind the true TM Chris Bolio. And so I really feel like this team has progressed quite well. I know that there have been a lot of questions, a lot of uncertainties just based on some things, but I want to assure you this year is different. This year there are changes, specifically Ryan's team now 4-6, not really making any sort of waves in the MFFFL. I know that there are some good contenders out there, but some past winners just not doing too hot. I know Robin's coming out of the woodwork for the General Hospital team right now, and Rocky's coming out of the woodwork for his lights, camera, action team. But really, they're non-factors in some of the strategies that I've been employing this year. And I'm really, truly hoping to get the victory, get that $100, and make a name for myself and this family. Specifically, I want to make note of a few different players that I've really seen pull their weight this year. Specifically, over the last 4 games during my winning streak, both Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams averaging over 30 points per game on their own, and so specifically, they're making up about half of my points each and every week, and they've been huge contributors. Even DK Metcalf, he's been a little bit wishy-washy lately, but he's been a staple on this roster. Also, DeAndre Swift on this winning streak. The entire year, he's only had 2 games under 10 points, and I just like Matt Patricia, I feel like he can be trusted, and so I've been inserting him into the starting lineup. And I also want to mention, even though I can only start 3 of them, the wide receiver depth on this team between Davante Adams and DK Metcalf, Will Fuller, Chris Godwin, and DJ Chark. To have a bunch of different bodies that can go into the starting lineup, it says a lot about this team. It says about the decorum and the integrity of this roster. And I think that this team is ready to compete into the postseason and really pull out the W this year. And with that, I will open it for questions.
Should be good.
Yeah, you over there.
Yeah, Nick. Ezekiel Elliott was your number 1 running back this year, but lately he's just really not been doing well. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot to be said about Zeke. I don't think it has anything to do with his character. I don't think it has anything to do with effort or playing ability. He's still a top running back. I haven't traded him away just due to the keeper value of him. But yeah, it's been tough to see him struggling out there. It has to do with the poor quarterback play in Dallas between Garrett Gilbert and Ben DiNucci and Andy Dalton. This team has been really struggling, the Dallas Cowboys in particular, in the absence of Dak Prescott. But I'm hoping now, after the bye week, that Zeke can come out and really show who he truly is.
Yeah. Decision making at tight end has not been good this year. You started out with Tyler Higbee, then Jonnu Smith, and now you're on to Dallas Goedert. It's just really not working out. What can you tell us about your decision making? Because it's been quite poor.
Yeah, the tight end play has not been good. The Tyler Higbee trade, or the Tyler Higbee draft pick, I should say, did not begin well. Luckily, Jonnu Smith was performing quite well at the beginning of the year, and I was able to flip Tyler Higbee and get some value out of him in that Chris Godwin deal. But yeah, the tight end play has not been good. Luckily, other players are compensating for that, but look at the whole position as a whole. Tyler Higbee hasn't been good, but Travis Kelce and Darren Waller have really been the only 2 that have been worth any sort of playing time this year. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. Yeah.
Should be good.
So this year you've made 3 different trades. You've made one trade where you traded away Todd Gurley for Joe Mixon, another trade where you gave away Tyler Higbee and Tyler Boyd in exchange for Chris Godwin, but another one where you ended up getting Will Fuller in exchange for JaMycal Hasty. Two of those trades have not worked out so far. What kind of message are you sending your fans by making poor trade decisions?
Yeah, I know I just spoke about that Chris Godwin trade, and it really hasn't worked out. The Buccaneers coming out and signing Antonio Brown has not helped Godwin. At the time, it was a good deal, but Tyler Boyd, he's really been performing, and you know what? Sometimes you make a couple bad ones. Nobody knew about Joe Mixon, really. Nobody knows what play he injured himself on, and Todd Gurley just has he's been touchdown dependent. He's not really somebody that I'm willing to rely upon, and luckily I have people like I already mentioned, Swift, Duke Johnson, and Ezekiel Elliott, that they can be relied upon in Mixon's absence. As for the Will Fuller for JaMycal Hasty trade, yes, I am very happy about the way that one turned out. Yeah.
News has leaked recently that you are currently in sort of maybe a love affair with another general manager from another team, specifically Robin Ancowie from the General Hospital team. What can you tell us about these rumors? Are they true? Is there any truth to them whatsoever?
Now, I will come right out and say that, yes, Robin Ancowie from General Hospital and the two of us, yes, we have a romantic relationship. But that does not affect the gameplay of this team. There is no collusion. There is no foul play between the two of our rosters. There is no sort of weird business going on. She won the championship last year. This year is my year. How dare you bring that question to the table? I expect better from you. Last question.
My question is just about your history in this league in the past. This is season number 6, and out of the 5 previous seasons, you've had 0 championship wins and 0 championship appearances, even missing the playoffs in 1 or 2 seasons. The fans are beginning to get a little bit rowdy and just unhappy. What can you tell fans about how this year may be different?
Look, I know the history of this team has not been good. No championship wins, no championship appearances, early exits from the playoffs, not even making the playoffs in some years, getting the first round draft pick in one year in particular. I know it's been bad, but this is a new year. This is my championship to lose. Yes, I realize that Chris Bolio's team, now with the addition of Julio Jones, is beginning to become quite dangerous, but this is my time. I'm getting the W this year, getting that victory, getting that cash, getting that trophy. The trophy is staying in this household. Thank you.